Assalamu alaikum. Theme 4, Chapter 2, Communicating with Numbers. Today we will revise Chapter 2. In Lesson 1, we talked about numbers in our world. We use numbers to tell others about ourselves and our environment. Numbers can tell us price or how much the food item cost. Numbers tell us time, address, location, serving size, phone number. Numbers are used to get information. We use numbers of thermometer, for example, to know our temperature. So, numbers tell us very important information and we use it daily to know many things like time, address, location, size, phone number, temperature, weight. We use number many times. Okay, in lesson 2, missing numbers. We have to learn, if I see a number, what this number tell me or what information this number gives me. Okay, for example, the number 3 o'clock tell us the time by using clock. So when you see 3 and the colon and 00, you know it's time. So it tells us time using clock. The number 2 kilograms tells us the weight by using scales. The number of items at store tell us prices. When you see a price tag, it gives you how much money you will pay. The number on the thermometer tell us the temperature. We use time to know when school start and lunch time. So you have to know each time tell you what information I get from each time. In lesson 3, I wonder. Numbers tell us about our age, for example. We use more for the bigger number and less for the smaller number. We know that from the math. Are there more 6 or 7-year-old in our class? For example, if I ask you this question and I give you 2 choices. Choice number 1 is 6 and choice number 2 is 7. Are there 6 or 7 in our class? For example, if we say that we have 6 more, so we have more 6 and less 7 years old. You know how to use the more and less? In lesson 4, we talked about the graphs, comparing with graphs. A graph is like a picture that helps us to compare groups. Graphs are used to compare information, and we have 2 types of graphs, bar graph and pictograph. The bar graph consists of bars. Each bar has a label, so we know which is more and which is less. In the pictograph, we use pictures to tell us what the graph about. In lesson 5, we learned how to measure a minute without using a clock. Predict how high you will count. So you will choose one way and you will count, and someone will hold a stopwatch. He will press start and you will start counting. When he says stop, you will stop counting. What way can I use? You can use jumping jacks or count silently in your mind or hopping on your foot. After finishing 1 minute, you will know how many times you have done this way. How to plan a party. Planning a party. We will use ordinal words or ordering words like first, second, third, and last. We will detect the problem and what we know about the party. We use time to create a schedule, and we said that schedule is a timetable. The schedule for a party contains time and activity. We will make schedule to help me to know what to do every day. Sometimes our schedule change. Schedule help us to make plans. So Here is your schedule. What will we do? First, second, third. You will choose what you will do first in your party, what you will do second in your party, and what you will do third. In lesson 7, we talked about technology with numbers. Sometimes people will keep their schedule on a computer or even mobile. If you have a schedule, you will put it on your mobile or computer. Technology is a tool that solves a problem, and it is not always electronic. It can be simple tool or complex machine. So what example of simple technology? Simple technology like marker, abacus, Pascal's calculator. This is simple. We don't use electricity. Complex machine like phone or mobile, computer, calculator. This is called complex machine. All of these help us use numbers and do math. Abacus help us to think of strategies to solve problems. Lesson 8, we have learned about math stories, and we can tell stories using numbers. We can also share information about ourselves. The math story may be addition story or subtraction story. A good story may be about toys that you get, money that you spent, teeth you lost, or food you eat. Okay, now it's time to activity. Activity number 1. I give you some numbers and you will match it to the suitable machine or tool that give me this number. When you see the first one, you know it gives me what? Time using clock. Second one, 2 kilogram, scale, excellent. 37 Celsius, this is for temperature, thermometer. 25 pounds, it's a price. Activity number 2, use the survey. We have here a picture graph survey to answer the question. How many students like dogs the best? How many dogs we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have 7 students like dogs. How many students like cats? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 students like cats. How many students like rabbit the best? 1, 2, 3. How many students like turtle the best? 2. So from the picture graph we can answer questions. Activity number 3, we will look at the bar graph and then we will answer. How many students like red the best? When you read the bar graph, you look at the last square and then see the number of the square. Here the last number is at 9. So I have 9 like red. How many like yellow? The top, look at the top square, it's at 4. So 4 students like yellow. How many like green? How many like green? 6. What is the most favorite color? Most favorite, so more students choose it. It's red. Activity number 4. Okay, help Dudu to make the party schedule. How many hours will the party be? It can be 3 hours. For example, do whatever you want. This schedule is free. Do what you like. What will we do? First, we will eat the cake at 1 o'clock. Second, we will play with toys at 1:30. Third, we will open the gifts at 2:30 o'clock. You can do it 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You can do whatever you want. Number 5, put a tick below the technology you use. For me, I use only the calculator. If you are using the abacus, you will put a tick below the abacus. A Pascal's calculator, no one uses it now. It's very old. Adding machine, if you work in store or using the adding machine, put a tick. For me, I use only the calculator. Last activity, look at the story, complete, and then choose whether it is addition or subtraction story. We have here 2 ice cream and 1 ice cream, so 2 plus 1 equal 3. This story is addition because the number get bigger. If I have 3 flowers minus 1 flower, they will become 2 flower. This story is subtraction or addition? It is subtraction. I hope you understand that chapter. Thank you so much.